Greetings, kitties! Welcome to Keepers of the Crypt, our Tales from the Crypt podcast that delves deep into the dungeon of delightful horrors that Tales for the Crypt had in store for us. We are ecstatic that this show has finally gotten its streaming release on Shudder. We are so happy to be a part of rewatching this series with all of you, sharing our thoughts and our love for the classic Tales from the Crypt. We find ourselves now, Season 1, Episode 4, Only Sin Deep. A hooker learns that beauty is only skin deep. You don't need long synopsis. We're getting right to the goddamn point. Directed by Howard Deutch, written by Fred Decker. This stars Leah Thompson, Britt Leach, and the legendary John Kassir as the Crypt Keeper. So we are here today to talk about Tales from the Crypt, Episode 4, Only Sin Deep. Mike, would you like to lay out the basic who's who of this episode?
So yeah, this is the thing that stands out most is Leah Thompson is the starring role, which was a very odd feeling watching this with Leah Thompson in the role of a prostitute, right? Like
it wasn't that; it was the voice, whatever voice she was doing. Because this was Fred Decker written, if I remember right.
No, it was wasn't.
No, yeah, Fred Decker wrote the screenplay.
Oh, right, yeah,
directed by Howard Deutch, Dutch, whatever. But yeah, so Leah Thompson's doing a New York prostitute who has dreams. This is kind of like the grittier Pretty Woman stuff.
You're right. That's exactly what I thought. This is like a very dark, gritty Pretty Woman where
pretty on the outside, ugly on the inside.
Yeah, where
woman.
Julia Roberts is a terrible person.
Right. So, because it starts off not a great Crypt Keeper bit to start. Right, he breaks a mirror looking at it, and then we start with the show. Right, and so right off the bat, it's this prostitute trying to find her way into the penthouse life of Manhattan, right? You know, what has she got that I don't, right? She talks like an old, like, street tough from, like, Prohibition era movies, right?
And it seems very out of nowhere where she gets this aspiration. Like, she just, like, looks over across the street at the park's like, you know what? I can do that.
Well, I don't even think it's that. She's getting roughed up by a pimp, which she doesn't want.
Right.
Right? She's looking at herself in the mirror and is like, this has to be more valuable than slinging out on the corners, right?
Sure, yeah.
She's fighting back against the pimp, and he says the line, a pretty girl like you could get ugly real quick.
That's interesting. I didn't actually pick up on that
aspect of...
Or that foreshadowing that is actually in that line.
Right. So, you know, she is, I gotta make a move, right? So she sees this girl, and she's like, I could be that guy's girlfriend. And immediately launches into a murder plot. She mugs the pimp.
Yep. Mugs, shoots, kills the pimp.
Steals all the shit and kills him, right? And this is... What we find out is that her grandiose plan is that she's going to, through wealth... get the makeover of the century, which is crazy because she doesn't look that different.
Right.
She does nothing different except for maybe not leopard print clothes.
Right. She buys like a huge wardrobe for one night.
Well, she knows this is going to be a long grift, right?
I guess, yeah.
But yeah, so the guy, this is the twist of the episode, right? Is that the creepy man running the desk, right? He says the shit's too hot to buy. So she's like, fuck you. And as soon as she yells at him, right?
Yeah.
Because she knows she just killed a fucking pimp to get this stuff, right?
And how does he know that shit's hot, by the way?
It probably says, thanks, hose, on the inside of the bracelet, right? There's probably an engraving.
That's true.
Yeah. Thanks for the money, hose.
Is there like a filed, like in cars, where they file off the VIN number of the jewelry?
This is stiff leg Rick's, right? Like it just says something specific that could not be her. But when she yells at him, right, he changes his tone.
Right.
And essentially offers her 10 grand to buy her beauty.
You think that's why he changed his tone, just because she gets so shitty with him?
Yeah.
You don't think like he was otherwise just going to let her walk out the door?
There's a chance that maybe he wanted to not buy her stuff to put her in a financially disadvantage, right? But it felt like that was the thing that pushed him over. Because the impetus of this episode is that this creep has a fucking dead body in the back.
Right.
That he says was the woman and how she looked on their wedding day. It is hard for me to fathom that the hit pawnbroker was married to that attractive corpse.
That's a good point. That is not one thing that actually came across my mind. I was more worried.
This guy had some rough hair. The teeth were not sharp.
I was just more thinking of he's not bringing his wife back to life. He's just making a dead body look pretty.
She essentially looks pretty, so he can.
Yeah,
whatever.
Exactly. What the fuck is he doing?
I mean,
keeping this dead body that he has to keep it pretty.
I assumed he just said prayers at her side and didn't want her to smell like rotten death.
I think
There
that
are
goes
some
to a very
deeper-
dark imagination.
Yeah, only Sin Deep could have a double meaning in this context. Who knows what he's doing to this poor woman, right? She's in the afterlife. We don't know if it's his wife, right?
That's true.
But his deal...
But the cop keeps asking, how's Trixie?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, apparently he keeps talking about her like she's alive, I guess, to the cop, and just keeps the dead body in the back.
Well, maybe that's someone else, right? Maybe Trixie's a dog. That's a dog's name.
Maybe.
Who knows? That's a dog or a stripper's name. So, but yeah, so that's his thing, right? He makes molds of faces and steals their beauty. The crazy sad part of this story, right, is that Leah Thompson gets no more beautiful. The impetus for the story is not her getting more beautiful so she can win the man, right? This is a classic Cinderella. I got the looks, I need the money.
Right.
I need the makeover. So I thought that was extra sad, right? She essentially is not getting a lot out of this deal.
Well, it's not sad. She deserves everything she gets. She's a terrible person.
But
It's just it's a what do you call that? The portrait of Dorian Gray type of thing. Just the
right.
The inside comes out as a part of her deal.
For one hard night on the streets, you can go buy a dress and sneak into the society
fair, right?
party.
Especially an independent contractor. She's not paying a pimp. Like she's
not. There are literally no pimps to
right.
pay. She took care of that. All she has to do is just get one dress, go in and win this guy. And you could argue that their life isn't going to turn out how it wants.
Right.
But when she's still looking good and he's buying the jewelry, it's fine. The thing I wanted to note is this is the classic thing, right? When a guy will leave you for the better looking girl, eventually there's going to be another better looking girl.
Right.
That's just how this story always goes. So this could have been the tale anyways. But I thought it was interesting in the show that she's not actually gaining any beauty or abilities to seduce this man.
Right, she's just getting...
It's literally just 10 grand.
It's just 10 grand to buy clothes that would allow her to fit into the party.
But how much could
right,
one
exactly,
fucking
like,
fancy pants dress?
I know, right. I said, you have a great point
and
there.
I don't know, because I'm a man. There is never a guy, I think, that's like, oh, shit, that dress cost an extra 6 grand. That's the one.
Well, they did mention she's probably not the smartest prostitute out there.
Well, she's not a genius criminal.
Right, exactly. She leaves her gun at the scene, like...
She had a lot going on.
Yeah. And just thoughtlessly just allows a guy to like make a mold of her face. Like no question asked. She thinks he's the dumb one.
This appropriator just stole voodoo. How would you know?
Which, by the way, is one of my most missed and favorite horror tropes is
voodoo.
The voodoo story. I haven't
Even
seen
Child's Play. It's all a voodoo story.
My thought. Yeah, voodoo. The Serpent and the Rainbow. There's a couple Tales from the Crypt episodes that are voodoo based. Like we don't see that anymore. I would love to see a good voodoo.
Angel Heart had some good voodoo.
Yeah,
it's just a cool because it gives the horror a cultural depth.
Yeah.
So you just have cooler imagery than oh no, a ghost, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's more shit. I like the idea of magic that betrays you, but you got to work for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, it is. There is something about this episode because this is a fairly middle of the road episode.
Yeah.
But what is really good about it, because I don't think Leah Thompson's accent works exceptionally well.
No.
What is a fascinating tale is when her body starts betraying her. It is a universal horror, but it turns into this body horror kind of story. And it's actually pretty fucking effective.
Yeah. No, yeah. It definitely gives a guttural reaction as you watch it.
Well, just that scene when the guy's like, and he's like, I don't know what he's doing, right? If he's just like, it's ass-eating season or what? Because we don't see him and she's just looking in the mirror and he's like rolling around behind her.
What are you talking about?
In the scene in bed, right? When he's like doing something and she's in the mirror unencumbered staring at herself.
Oh, right, yeah.
I don't know what he's doing, right? What trick she's got him trained for.
She's not even in the moment. She's just focused on her
You can
face.
literally just see her upper body unjostled. And he's just like, oh, yeah, fucking right? Like down by her feet. And she's looking and she just starts to see the wrinkles.
Yep.
But it's something especially in the 90s. I think we're a little more body positive
80s,
now,
wasn't
right?
it? This is even 80s.
Yeah, so at that time, right, it was all supermodels and this and that. I think we are a little more accepting now of people not looking like that.
Right, and we look for a little more than just like, the perfect image.
Right.
But
her just seeing like the little like crow's feet, she's freaking the fuck out already. Right? And he is just telling her, you were my dream girl. When you fucking king shame me and smacked me that first night, you were right. It was love, right? And watching her go to this doctor, and he's just fucking stumped.
Right.
He's like, your skin is just drying out. That is a universally scary idea, right? Just something horrible is happening to your body and you have no fucking idea what's happening.
Yeah. Although I do love, like, she just, like, walked in and within, like, 10 minutes that doctor's, like, ruled out cancer and, like, every other...
I checked my thingamabob, there's no way.
And medicine in the 80s was way better than what we have now.
What's that John Mulaney joke? He's like, I wish I was a doctor in the 1800s. And he's like, your wife's full of ghosts. Let's do cocaine about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, being a doctor used to be like Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, it used to be real easy.
Yeah, take this scissor and get better. Here's some cornflakes. Your wife will stop fingering herself. You know, that's what you guys used to do to us. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But the idea of selling your soul, right?
Well, she didn't sell her soul. She sold the only thing that she saw as value to herself.
Was so corrupted and little.
She didn't have a soul. Well, she had some, but she had a dark soul. But she sold the only thing that had any value that she had that was of any value, which she perceived at least, which was.
But watching her melt
meal ticket.
Was pretty fucking awesome, right? Watching her melt.
Oh yeah.
And I did think, what if fucking this shows that she's not a great criminal. Because I would just have the fucking pawnbroker guy at gunpoint and be like, now.
Right?
Or I'm fucking... Like, the fact that none of these 15 women we see in that fucking head case has come back and fucking taken him out.
Right. They just come in, they just smash up the store and leave because they're just pissed.
It's hard to accept, but there is maybe like a deeper level to that of these vapid women that once stripped of their beauty. It's almost like a Samson thing, right? Like, they have no power or authority left in the world. So that's kind of sad. But I was like,
that's true.
I guess the cop does walk in, and he does what is it, Alpo night? I was like,
yeah, what was that? I didn't quite get
dog
that.
food. Alpo's dog food.
I know. What's he talking about?
That she's so ugly.
Oh, right.
That used to be
I forgot that
what
was
a
an
dog.
insult. Yeah.
Because they switched. That used to be, ew, she's a dog.
Yeah,
then, what's up, dog?
That, right.
And then, and now it's just dog.
The cop, like, and she's an old lady,
the 40-year-old balding pudgy cop. Woof.
Yeah, right.
And also, it doesn't look like she's an ugly lady. It looks like she's an old lady.
Right, she looks like an old lady. Like, you don't just, like,
Ugh, that 7-year-old, I wouldn't fuck her with your dick. Like, settle down, officer dummy. But what do you think? Why didn't she fucking press that guy?
That's a good question. You're right, because it's not like the 4 months was, like, voodoo magic
she missed
expired.
it by, like, a day.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure the voodoo magic still would have worked. I mean, I guess they kind of get around that by saying, like, well, if I change you back, the cops are going to know who you are, and you're going to go straight to jail.
No, that works at the end. But at the moment when she just has the gun on him, why not just fuck him up instead of running to get the $100,000?
Oh, yeah, why not just hold him up and rob him rather than, like...
I'd just be like, walk me back by that fucking shriveled up wife of yours, maybe wife, and fix me right now. Do your fucking Fantasia magic on me, and I'm getting the fuck out of here.
I don't know. Like, that seems like that would be way more
that's
fitting
a better ending, right? Because the ending they have is actually the strong point of the episode.
Right.
Her, beautiful face all over the paper. If she shows her face anywhere, that's a one-way ticket to the electric chair, right?
Right.
That's a cool ending.
Yeah.
And watching her, the other fucking, like, you uppity, ugly old bitch, right? And her former prostitute buddy smashes her face that she takes. And she just is left on the streets like, ah.
Well, yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. No, I don't know why you would want to change that ending.
Because there's a part of me that she gets back the one thing she thinks gives her value, right? Her looks.
So you would want her to go back and be pretty again?
Immediately she walks outside or sees a mirror, right? Like she runs up to that same newspaper saying at the start of the show. And he's like, oh, thank God. And they're like, freeze!
And then he gets arrested.
Yeah.
No, I think it's way better to have her go through the rest of her life.
I think you're right. But that's the thing. She's not going to have a long rest of her life.
Who knows if she actually aged internally or is it just her skin?
She's not going to make it. A woman who only values her physical appearance is not long for the world after this happens.
That's probably
It's actually a pretty fucking horrifying thought experiment of what happens in the next month after that episode. Right. Like, it's pretty fucking scary.
Right, yeah, because she has no other skills. Like, her whole life was just being pretty.
I mean, there are niche markets for grandmas who have these kinds of skills.
This was pre-internet. This was pre-internet.
This was back when you had to order VHSs from like shady guys at the mall.
At best, she could put out an ad in the paper and hope somebody called.
Could you imagine if you were just like, you got a VHS tape? I'm like, that grandma can throw ass? Holy shit. That might have been worth money. She might have had a circus-style life. I don't know.
So, yeah, maybe it not turned out so bad. But
I think it was going real bad for her.
But, yeah, I mean, that's one that's great thing about this show is, in the end, mostly a lot of the character. Again, this kind of goes back to the Executioner episode where we're deciding that these people deserve these fates because of how terrible they are. But yeah, that's what makes Tales from the Crypt great, because that's why it's fun to watch these scenarios, because you kind of feel bad for them, but you don't really, because they're all terrible people.
Right. Well, this one, there is clearly no victim, except for the rich guy, I guess.
And the pimp.
I would imagine the pimp has a couple transgressions.
He probably, that's true. He's probably another one of the guys that had it coming.
Up, right? Yeah. So I don't feel that bad for the pimp. I'm assuming the rich guy's also a piece of shit, because I'm trying to think every rich guy in New York's a piece of shit by movies. I mean, yeah, it's just it's kind of this middling episode, but it does have. I think Leah Thompson is very good in it.
Yeah, I know it's great.
I wonder what it would have looked like without the act, because the accent's not bad.
It's grating though. Like it does.
It's a little off.
Yeah, it's minorly annoying.
It feels like what was that adding versus making me stop and think about the accent.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to make it look like she was authentically from New York, and
I mean
it's like a My Fair Lady type thing. Like,
right.
You have the hackneyed British.
Hey yo, fuck you.
Yeah, right now it's just written in New York. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that would have been great if like they actually had like the rich guy, like her English got better, like they had like language lessons for her.
All of a sudden she gets the boyfriend, she's like, hello.
The rain in Spain is mostly.
Yeah. I mean, maybe. But this is this is. I don't know that this one will rank high by the end of the series.
No, it doesn't rank high.
It's certainly not a bad episode, because I think, and I forget the character actor's name who plays the pawnbroker, but he adds the element that makes this a good Tales from the Crypt episode to me.
Yep. He adds
because his creepy, his weird look, his appropriating of fucking magics, and whatever the fuck is going on with that wife. Because that's one of the weird things. Most of the Tales from the Crypt episodes, right, the horror is centered on our main character. While her story is creepy, whatever the fuck that guy's doing is so much creepier.
Yeah, he adds the supernatural. He adds the grossness that usually goes.
The fucking grossness, dude.
With Tales from the Crypt. The creepiness. One thing that stands out in this one, though, this is actually an episode, as we've gone through and we've actually watched everything already, this one does stand out in my mind. It may not be one of the best episodes, but I think it is one of the more iconic episodes.
It has a good ending. I like the corpse thing. This is the question you have to ask watching this show, right? What kind of deal would you make with that guy for 10 grand?
Not much.
What would you put on the line?
Not much. Like 10.
Well, this is my thing.
This is 10 grand in the 80s, so I don't know what that equates to now.
That was like $1 million in the 80s.
Okay, $1 million bucks, I might sell a lot more.
Because this is the other thing. I don't want to sign a deal for something I think that's the point of the show, though, right? When you go to a pawnbroker, you have to give something you already have up.
Right.
So you'd have to give something up. So probably my most outstanding features are voice and hair.
Yeah.
Right? So what if like 4 months later I'm just bald? I'm like, that's not a bad deal.
If you're a bald mute? What the hell would you do with your life if you were a bald mute?
Probably the same thing she's about to do after the show. Or it'd be nice. I wouldn't have to worry about entertaining people anymore. I would just sit there and do like a Silent Bob shtick and just enjoy my life. Do you ever think about that? Would it be just freeing as shit? Like, I could not live without sight, I feel like. That's the sense that I am the most bonded to. Mm-hmm. Because movies are probably my escape more than anything else, and I think it'd be hard to lose the ability to watch a film.
So yeah, in that aspect, would you rather use your sight or your hearing?
Hearing.
You'd rather watch it and read the subtitles.
I think I've made it pretty clear to everyone that I'm more interested in what I have to say than
you don't want to listen to a damn thing anything else says.
I would be so much better at podcasting if I could just stop listening and get on with what I know. But I would not want to lose my sight. The sense you want to lose is smell.
Yeah. Well, like, no. Actually, you know what? You don't. And that's just, from the past 2 years.
You need touch.
No,
because then you lose sex.
You know how miserable people are without their sense of smell? Like, having seen people with COVID that lost their sense of smell, people are miserable.
I was actually mad that I didn't get COVID because I wanted to lose my taste.
Why?
Because then I could eat healthy.
But that is one. I mean, if everything sucks, you might as well.
Taste is the one. I know there are foodies out there, but I could give up taste tomorrow. I could eat the same meal for every day of my life.
No, I could too. I just still would want to taste some things.
I like candles. I do have an extensive candle collection, so smells might be good. But that's the thing. I feel like smells and taste, right? 90% of your stored memories from those two senses are bad. Right?
Well, yeah. Well, they're also the most distinctive. Not to get too scientific, but yeah, they're.
Here we go.
Those are the ones that go like actually straight to your memory. Like there's no gatekeeper there for your smell. So yeah, those are always like your immediate nostalgia.
You could give up taste.
Smell.
That's the worst sense, right?
I don't know. I would probably give up sight, hoping I'd get like Daredevil powers or something.
My God. You would do nothing but just fall over your
That's
furniture.
true.
Yeah.
I'd be very clumsy.
I know what you're trying to do is get to like parkour level Daredevil. That's not happening. Give up your
That's
taste.
the ideal.
I want the listeners to weigh in because I think you definitely give up taste over everything else. Because then you can just eat healthier and get ripped.
I could,
And you
but
can
just
see and hear all the people talking about how they want to have sex with you.
Even while I'm not a foodie, I still can't imagine an entire life not enjoying food.
I already have 37 years of clearly overindulging in food. I've got enough food memories to last me a lifetime.
You're just set there. All right.
You don't get as corpulent as I am by only eating vegetables. I've tried all the good shit, and I have it stored away.
And you like to keep eating it, too.
I would like to stop.
Well, I know. I'm just
saying. I would like to fucking stop and be ripped. This is the thing, dude. I'm almost 40 years of age. So I've got maybe like one more run at being jacked in my life. I was pretty jacked in high school and college. Got jacked again in my 20s. This is my last chance. If I enter 30 or into 40 and I'm like really out of shape with like bad knees and a back and shit, that's it, dude.
I think all we can hope for is like a decent dad bod at this point.
I got a decent dad bod.
Yeah, then you're good.
My upper body is strong. If you took out the middle section of my body, I am plenty fuckable. And maybe if people didn't have to hear my voice. If you took those two things away, I would get laid all the time. And if I wasn't married.
No, the voice... My voice is my biggest detriment. Your voice helps you.
You have a fine voice.
No, dude. You talked about
you have a fine voice.
What happened if you like...
It's the things you use your voice to say.
Yes. Okay, that's what I meant to say, yeah.
No, you have some kind of undiagnosed social thing.
Oh yeah, I can probably self-diagnose a few, but
yeah, that's not a good behavior. But yeah, you have something where you don't read a room.
Yeah,
in any way.
I am very dense and unaware. Yes,
the amount of times we'll be making jokes and you stop us and you're like, "Are you okay? Is that what?" And it's like, "God damn it, it's a joke." You do that all the time.
At least I'm aware of it. Like I'm so aware of it. I actually tried like way before I was getting married, like knowing the things I would say would be like instantly ends the chances of getting a date. I tried to pretend to be a mute once.
Oh, that's sad, dude.
That didn't go very well at all. That didn't even work.
I forget what movie it is, but he said something. He's like, men talk themselves out of more pussy, right? And it's kind of true sometimes. All right, but enough about getting laid.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Back to the show. Yeah. The one thing I would say on this one,
Crypt Keeper said it best at the end. If looks could kill, and she did.
Right? Yeah, right. Well, the thing I really did love about this movie is how quintessentially 80s this episode is. Not movie, this episode.
Well, New York in the 80s is iconic in movie and TV.
Well, not just that, the music, like the constant like Jaguar getting thrown in to the sound effects.
Yeah, that also let you know there was appropriation happening.
Wait, what? How?
Because dude, that white guy, where the fuck did he get voodoo magic?
No, I know. How does the Jaguar...
Because it takes you back to the African roots.
Oh, okay.
They did that in Cat People too, right? They're like somehow these white people stumbled into a tribe of African Americans that when they're horny, they turn into panthers. And these white people brought it to New Orleans. And the whole movie, they're just... Right? Like, there's just like cat sex sounds everywhere. That's a classic appropriator trope.
I would not have thought about that. But yeah, like just the clothing, like the penthouse suite, the carpet everywhere.
It's so 80s.
It's very 80s. And I loved it. Like
I do love that too. I think this is a good episode. I think this will be like a gatekeeper episode. Yeah. I'm guessing by the end it'll be top half, but closer to half.
I mean, again, it stands out to me. Like I remembered this episode from when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. I remembered this episode when I watched again. I remembered it now. So it stands out. Is it the best one? No, but it is definitely iconic. And like I said, I think Leah Thompson does most of that because
I think it's the pawnbroker guy.
You think? Well,
that setup is so much better than anything else in the episode.
It's also what Tales from the Crypt does well too, is taking these characters that you are used to almost like a pigeonholed role for them, and they totally switch it up.
Yeah,
I mean, like later they do like John Stamos as a mobster. I mean, Leah
Thompson fucked an intergalactic duck.
There is that, but
So she's
it was
clearly into some shit.
But still, she's always like, she's like Marty McFly's mom. Like she's
And she
usually
tried to fuck her son from the future.
but it's always more of a.
It's like,
it's more
Leah
of
Thompson, we've examined your career, and there's a deviant sexuality at the core of all your characters.
between prostitution, bestiality, and incest.
This is probably her most normal sexual character,
right?
To be fair, but yeah, it's a fine episode. It's a fun rewatch. That's it for Only Sin Deep. I hope you guys had as much fun with it as we did. We will see you next week for another exciting tale. What's next week? Love Come Hack to Me.
Love Come Hack to Me. Yep.
All right. So we will see you for that. Thank you and goodbye.